Sheed happens and none. Now I know I'm a little late. You gotta let shit marinate sometimes, you feel me? So shout outs to the squad, man. Salutes to everybody that's been here. Or if it's your first spin here, I appreciate y'all. If y'all could do me the favor and smash that like and subscribe button, I greatly appreciate it. But let's get straight into this battle. I'm talking about none and Sheed happens. This was a good battle. This was a war. Um, I don't know if I want to throw the classic word in there, but it definitely was a war. It definitely was a debatable battle to me. Um, Salutes to both of these guys. First of all, they just saw each other a month ago. They had a 2 week turnaround. You feel me? From the time that it was announced to each other till the time that they had to spit their first bar. It was about 2 weeks. So salute to them on short prep and the fact that they just saw each other. I'm telling you, if you didn't see this battle, you wouldn't even feel like they just battled a month ago. You would feel like because they both came with some original bars. They both came with something somewhat, creative. Like Nana had a lot of Sheed flips, name flips, and she had some schemes. He had some angles, some build-ups that hit and landed. So salutes to both of them, man. Salutes to URL, salutes to Caffeine. Although the event was pushed back on the time, we waited about 2 hours. One of the battles didn't happen the first day. Geechee Gotti vs Trufo did not happen day one. It did happen day two though, and we will get into that in a later video. But as far as none, as far as She happens, I salute both of them guys. They both put on. Like, to be honest with you, we're not gonna do too many bars. We're not gonna do any bars. We might reference some week, but we're not doing bars. Make sure y'all watch watch the battle. It'll be on the app. It happened live and free on Caffeine. It might be some replays at the time of this recording. It might not be. But watch the battle. It's a refreshing battle. It's pretty good. I edged none in the first. I felt like she was fire. She had, some bars and some stuff to really talk about. I feel like overall Nana kind of with his energy and overall I gave him the first round. Now it's an edge that I gave Nana in the first round. So when I say edge, in my head I'm like, if I edge this person, I can understand why someone else will have the other person winning if I only edged them and I didn't give them like a clear round, right? So I edged none in the first round. The craziest part about this battle to me was that I gave Sheed the second. I edged Sheed the second. Even though Nana had one of the most fire rebuttals that do not get talked about enough with the W2, cause She happens had a bar where he said something about taxes or something like that. So Nun's rebuttal was like, yeah, we battled once, so on this return I'ma get the W2. Like, it was fire. Like, I really did the rebuttal no justice. You have to watch the battle. That was a fire rebuttal that does not get talked about enough. But even with the rebuttal, I still edge She happens in the second round. I still edge She happens in the second round. And the third, I edged to none, with the third being a very like underwhelming round compared to their first and their second. None just lost a little energy, a little bit of the energy and the aggression that he had, had died down at that point. And She happens had a whole little scheme or a little he had a little scheme that really was falling flat for me personally. But it's mad debatable, and I can't say that anyone specifically got robbed, because to me it's a debatable battle. Every win of each round I had it an edge. I edged Nana in the first, I edged She the second, and I edged Nana in the third. With that being said, and my philosophy on me giving you the edge, that means I can understand why another person would give the opposite person the battle. So it's mad debatable. I really can't say that anybody got robbed. I know we was using that word to equate to this battle. I know we had a lot of shit to say to Calico, which I don't have a problem with Calico's judgment at all. I don't think his judgment, you know what I mean, was an issue in the first place. Maybe him saying that this was his first time seeing she happen, so that puts in other people's head that you feel like, okay, well, you just seeing him, so it's a shock factor, you feel me? But at the same time, he did get on the spaces and clean that up by saying, like, you know what I mean, whether I seen him the first time or the second time, third time or whatever, like, I still was gonna like that material better. So I did not have a problem with Calico's judgment, and at the same time, it was two other judges that voted for She Happens. So we can't single Calico out. That's weird activity right there. You feel me? But salutes to them. That was a good battle. Honestly, in my opinion, I feel like it was a good battle. I definitely feel like it deserves a watch back. I have not watched it back. All of my predictions is on one watch. You feel me? So salutes to them. We can get into this JC and O-Red and his head ice and Shuni real quick. It's not really much to talk about. JC did what you thought JC was gonna do, and to be honest with you, I'm really gonna have a hard time picking somebody else over JC. You feel me? Like in this tournament, especially with Geechee got in this tournament, I'm definitely gonna have a hard time picking somebody other than JC. And shout outs to O-Red. I feel like he did alright. You know what I mean? I felt like he did alright. It wasn't the best O-Red. It definitely was one of the better JCs. It wasn't the best JC, but it was a better JC. Had a bunch of bars in there. He did what JC do, and O-Red was just, you know, a little beneath his normal production. So you know how that's gonna go. So JC went on. He won the fan vote. He won the judge vote. Salutes to him. Head Ice and Shuni. Now this one kind of surprised me. I had Shuni is who I thought was gonna win this battle before the battle happened. And Head Ice just went up and kind of out-veteraned her, kind of outperformed her, you know what I mean? Salutes to Head Ice, man. He out here, he's still working, advancing in a 100K tournament. That's big. But Shuni, in my opinion, she kind of beat herself. You know what I'm saying? Like, she was wigging. Like, she had some bars, she was wigging, and then she just got the, you know what I mean? It was Stumble's time. You feel me? Like, she got the stumbling over rhymes and, you know, forgetting little material and stuff like that. So she really beat herself. And the judges had Head Ice winning, the crowd had Head Ice winning, the chat or whatever, the votes had a Head Ice winning, and that's what made the None and She Happens battle so controversial, was that the chat had None winning by 80-something%. Like 80-something% is what they had None winning by. But we did have 3 of the 4 judges vote for She Happens. So I don't understand the controversy, man. It's a tournament and you got judges, and what the judgments say is what matters. I don't feel like it was no robbery. I don't really feel like it should be a big controversy, because the battle that's under question is a debatable battle in my opinion. And I believe the majority of battle rap fans will look at that battle and consider it a debatable. And before we end this video, let's give a big shout outs to Polo, Calico, John the Don, and Crest McCody for picking up that call, you feel me, and being a judge. We had a lot of people that could have been judges, and as from what I heard, a lot of people was turning down the opportunity or the chance to be a judge. So I definitely think we don't need to be throwing no bullets their way. They don't need to be trying to catch no strays when they're just giving an honest and personal judgment to how they feel about the battle going on. These are respectable judges in my opinion. And I don't feel like nobody came up with anything crazy to make you feel like they wasn't really paying attention. Like, the battle in question was a debatable battle. Let's keep it a buck. But salutes to the squad. Shout outs to the gang. We gone.
Darealp, baby.